Chapel Hill, North Carolina. You work the entire season to put yourself in position to thrive, to excel in games like this. A late season top 10 showdown, playoff implications aplenty. It's the Mississippi State Bulldogs and the North Carolina Tar Heels. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, Coach knows this is a huge opportunity for his team at home today. He understands just how important this game is, but he's tried to take that pressure off of his players. He said, it's us. We just have to focus one play at a time and doing your job every down. He understands this environment will be a challenge, but he believes they will have the better composure and poise to compete here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Taylor wants to throw it. Out wide right, it's Evans. Run ends there. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Mississippi State. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show-me week. A lot of adrenaline.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. The Tar Heels headed quickly to the line with the run on 1st and goal. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt. They'll go with a give to the big tight end on 3rd and short. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
North Carolina, 6. Mississippi State, 0. Number 92, set to kick it off.
And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. This is a designed run. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this, carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Running right, it's Bothwell. Inside the 35. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Right side, it's Johnson. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. And the Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll give it to Fluff. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Hand it to the back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Moving to his left. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
And he's not going to take the touchback. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a first down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get Hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Buck Bothwell. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Just feeds the running back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. That think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation, third and short.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Pulls it. He'll pitch it. Nowhere to go, and he's going to lose yardage on 4th and 2.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Keeps it on the ground. There he goes. Powers through. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. And the Tar Heels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run it. Looking for the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, UNC!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he puts through the extra point. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. This should be the last play of the quarter. Taylor wants to throw. Gets it to the back. At the 35, he's got room. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Oh, he's got some space. He's now up to 71 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tar Heels. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off.
Mississippi State, number 92, set to kick it over.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. Mistakes are going to happen as they did on that last drive. Now how will they respond? Snags it and there's running room. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Mississippi State going up tempo.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season. Like, spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
Long way to go on second down. This quarterback part of their running game. They got it blocked just enough and a good gain on that run. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Taylor wants to throw it. Caught. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The Bulldogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
Really?
Lets it fly. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Put 6 on the board.
Yeah, and listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see you got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Turns up, it's Thurman. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Left side is Thurman. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down decision.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks on that third down. They hit the drag route, and they get a nice gain, but that now sets up fourth down with more yards to go, and it's decision time. I think moving forward on third downs, you got to start thinking about routes down the field.
They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They marched to the end zone the last time they had it. Do it again, and they'll be on top. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Let's take just a minute and talk about Mississippi State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Buying time to his right. Across the 45. He's loose on the right. At the 20. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Bro, forget the read game. I'm taking this myself. Look at the big play. Look at the space open up. He sees it. He pulls the ball out of the belly, and he is off to the races. Barely gets caught, but he gets a huge play for this offense.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And they'll spread receivers all over the field, 5 wide on 2nd and goal. Taylor wants to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
3rd and goal for the offense. They'll run it with Bothwell. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Oh, and the attempt is no good. They missed an opportunity to cut this deficit in half, still down by 6.
14.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the back. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Throws to the wideout. That's caught. It's shipped. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and
Fires Tears into traffic. It's picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Taylor wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Fires it incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Off-play action. Out wide left, it's Evans. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
A little release to the back. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Second and long here. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Caught over the middle, it's Johnson. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. They'll give it to Fluff. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Taylor wants to throw. Got his man. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They're all over him. Being chased. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And with that score, they now tie the game. The extra point will give them the lead. Maybe they'll be able to take that lead in at halftime. That is huge for their momentum. That touchdown, massive for their confidence as well. And they're going to have to make a few tweaks here at halftime. They're going to have to do things a little bit differently in the second half. But no doubt about it, that touchdown was huge for this offense.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We begin with the Northwestern Wildcats taking on the number 10 team, the Texas A&M Aggies.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there.
And it's Northwestern able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And that's now 4 W's on the season. This one could be a confidence builder, not only in the context of this season, but also what that group of underclassmen can do down the road. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
3rd and long coming up. To throw, it's Edwards. Fires left. He's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on first. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Clef Bothwell. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Out wide right, it's West. Makes the catch, and he's free. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Trainer's out evaluating this junior safety. We'll let you know his condition. Holly keeping an eye on all of the injuries for us. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Taylor wants to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Buying a little time to his left. Left side is Coleman Williams. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got a little space. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Right down the middle. Has it. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Looking for the edge. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Bounced right back to them.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Taylor wants to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
Splits the uprights, it's good. That gives them a little breathing room, now up 24-20.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Throws to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Tells to fake. He'll get rid of it. Out wide left, it's Evans. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Throws a nice completion there for a 1st down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Taylor wants to throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead.
North Carolina, 24.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the right side. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Might as well run him again. Got an alley. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Nice play to knock that one down.
Well, the QB was thinking hitch route because the DB was giving so much cushion. But how about his ability to close the gap to the receiver and then knock it away? Wow.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Right at the line. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Got to make the play on fourth. Makes the grab past the marker. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down.
They've got the weapons to stay aggressive. You just made a big play. Let's see if we can take a shot here into the end zone, score, and try to save as much time on the clock as we can.
Red pass, it's complete. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking for running room. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Left side is Thurman. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. And the Tar Heels moving quickly to the line. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice...
Moving toward the end zone, and the ball is free. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Touchdown, Bulldogs. How about this defense taking one back to the house? That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. At the end of that last play, there is a Tar Heel down on the field and shaken up. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Great place to start for this offense. Here's a gift to Bothwell.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Taylor wants to throw. Finds his target. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
They'll run it with Bothwell. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? That one just came off his hand badly.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO. They were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Motion from the wideout. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the route is on. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
North Carolina, 20.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The handoff. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Escapes the pressure going right. Trying to make magic with his feet. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Tar Heels will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in at the 40. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, Dave.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. There's some room. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. Great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things and wins. So maybe this is an opportunity to recalibrate.
I think you take it first and you internalize it and you get upset because obviously the goal was to win the game. But you also got to flip the switch really quickly, Jesse, and say, okay, what do I need to work on? Because I only got one loss. I'm still very much in the thick of all of my dreams that I want to come true. So I can't take it too hard, but I got to use it.
Yeah, this loss definitely hurts, and I know one of the goals for this team at the start of the year was to go undefeated and win a national championship. You can't go undefeated anymore, but you can still win a national championship. The key is the leadership in the locker room. They've got to turn the page. They've got to get everybody refocused. You can't let this loss now turn into 2 or 3 or more down the road.
This has been a presentation of